Sweet, savory, spicy, and yes, perfect with wine. Today we're making my go-to teriyaki chicken bowl, but we're taking it up a notch with a simple, spicy, tangy dressing for the veggies and a wine pairing that brings it all together. So probably the most important part, the sauce. Let's make the sauce first. Soy sauce. Sesame oil. Honey. Mirin. Fresh garlic. Fresh ginger. I'm gonna bring this up to a simmer. I've got some cornstarch and water that I'm gonna use to make a little bit of a slurry, and I'm gonna thicken this. So as I mentioned, I'm just gonna add my water to my cornstarch and thicken my sauce. It's actually began to simmer. So before I add all of it, I'm gonna test a little bit of it and see how much we need. It's almost like magic. So I'm ready to start cooking my chicken thighs. I'm gonna get this pan heating up here, and I'm gonna season these thighs with some salt and black pepper. I'm gonna add some canola oil to my pan. I'm gonna start cooking my thighs skin side down, even though we don't have the skin, but we know which side the skin came off of. So you can probably tell by my videos that I love all types of food, but I have a special love for Asian food. Some of my first experiences with food, I've been super lucky. And with Japanese food, my first time having Japanese food was actually, again, in San Francisco in Japantown. I don't know, I've gotten lucky with some of my experiences. I mean, it was, again, one of those magical experiences in San Francisco as a youth when I was super impressionable and everything was extra large to me. So yeah, there you go. Chicken thighs are looking good. Let's add the sauce. All right, there are a couple of differences in my chicken teriyaki bowl than most chicken teriyaki bowls you'll see. First thing is I'm using brown jasmine rice. There are the obvious health benefits, but I like to use it because it just tastes good. I like the nutty flavor of the rice. And the other thing, this is where it gets really interesting. It gets spicy and a little bit tangy. I've got a dressing that I use for my vegetables. Most chicken teriyaki bowls, you'll see the broccoli, the carrots, the cucumbers, the edamame, or whatever it is that you may be using, and they're just plain. But with mine, I'm waking it up a little bit. So let's make that dressing. gonna start with some rice vinegar. Got some ponzu sauce. Sesame oil. Chili oil with a little bit of the crisp in it. And maple syrup. Whisk all of that together. So as I mentioned, all of my veggies, the 3 veggies, the broccoli, the carrots, and the cucumbers are gonna get a little bit of the dressing. The cucumbers are a little bit special. They need about 10 minutes to marinate. So while we're talking about the wine, I'm gonna go ahead and get these cucumbers marinated. So I'm gonna put some cucumbers in my bowl here. And I'm gonna add some of my dressing to the cucumbers. Go ahead and use all the cucumbers. So we're gonna allow the cucumbers to pickle in that dressing for about 10 minutes or so. Let's talk about the wine. The wine I've chosen to pair with my chicken teriyaki bowl today is the 2020 HDV Ignacia Pinot Noir. This is a Napa Valley Pinot Noir. This is produced by the Hyde and the de Villaine families. The de Villaine might sound familiar to you because that's the family behind DRC, Domaine Roman e Conti. Let's give this Pinot Noir a taste. So with this being a Napa Valley Pinot Noir, before I even put my nose in it or I taste it, I'm expecting big fruit. I'm expecting fruit forward. I'm expecting really luscious fruit because of the fact that it's in Napa Valley and the sun in Napa Valley is so plentiful. So let me see if I'm right. And the last time I had a glass of this wine, I actually purchased these bottles. We visited HDV right before the pandemic hit. I mean, literally in February of 2020, I was at HDV, caught a flight home, and the world fell apart the very next week, okay? So let's see here. Kind of fruity on the nose, a little jammy. It's not jumping out of the glass at me, but it's jammy. It's kind of sweet, kind of jelly-like on the nose, like grape jelly on the nose. No further ado, let's give it a taste. Really rich, luscious fruit. Like I mentioned, really ripe, just juicy, tasty fruit. Now, you're probably asking me, why am I pairing a Pinot Noir with a chicken teriyaki bowl? The obvious pairing with this Asian dish is a Riesling, and you've seen me do that before. But also, I think with this umami we got going on with the chicken and these fresh flavors we got going on with these vegetables, I think we could find a pairing in a Pinot Noir. Call me crazy, but this is really good Pinot. It's got that fruit component going on. It's got a nice little punch of acidity. Nice long finish. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of my dressing on the carrots and the broccoli as well. Get my chicken sliced. My chicken teriyaki bowl is done. I put my dressing in this squeeze bottle so that I can squeeze a little extra on my bowl. I like a little extra on mine. Dig right in. Man, I love that tangy kick from that dressing, that ponzu in that dressing. Really stands out. I'm saving the chicken for last. I want to work my way around. It's a fresh bowl. Wow. Nice little spicy kick to it. I love the bite. Let's see if it pairs. Wow, I love it. Nice little twist. Again, it's easy to go with the Riesling. That's the easy pairing. This, man, but I gotta double check. If you love fresh, crispy vegetables, tangy, spicy dressing, and delicious teriyaki chicken, you're gonna love this bowl. So what happens is, this just picks up that umami and just carries it further. Now, I've told you in the past that if you take spicy foods and high alcohol wine, that it's going to intensify the heat. We're getting a little bit of that here. We got a little bit more alcohol in this than we would have in a Riesling. So there's a little bit of a intensifying of the heat, if you will. But man, those flavors and that intensifying of the heat, it's okay. I can stand it. That being said, this is a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn Bean, as always. Eat well.